From the coronavirus, we learn that we should never forsake our senior citizens. Ever since the commencement of the pandemic, the older people within our midst have suffered immensely. Within our societies, we have faced the deep challenge of triage, and having these great dilemmas, so very often the interests of those who are older have been put right at the bottom of the list. Thankfully, now that vaccines are being rolled out, it is so correct and so appropriate that those who are older are being prioritized. At the beginning of Parshat Va'era, the Torah provides us with lists of genealogy relating to the families of the first 3 tribes. We're told about Reuven and his children, Shimon and his children. But when it comes to the 3rd tribe, we're given details of Levi, his children, his grandchildren, and even some of his great-grandchildren. Why is that the case? Sephardo explains that Reuven and Shimon hardly knew their grandchildren. But Levi was blessed to live to a ripe old age, and as a result, he had a role to play in the upbringing of his grandchildren. And who were they? None other than Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam. So it was thanks to the influence of Levi that these 3 siblings, in quite extraordinary fashion, became so successful that they are role models and household names to this very day. So what we find out from the beginning of Parshat Va'era is that looking after our senior citizens is not only a mitzvah of care and respect. In addition, our society stands to benefit from them. At the height of our High Holy Day prayers, we call out from our hearts, Al tashlichenu le'et zikna kichlot kochenu, al ta'azvenu. Do not cast us aside when we are old and when our strength has failed. Do not forsake us. From the coronavirus, we learn how important it is not to forsake anyone at all, and most definitely not to forsake our senior citizens. In Parshat Ha'azinu, in the book of Devarim, we say, Zekeinecha v'yomru lach. If you want some guidance, if you want to know what to do, go to the elders within the society. They'll tell you a thing or two. They will influence you. They will guide you. After all, if it was not for Levi, we wouldn't have had a Moshe, an Aaron, and a Miriam. Shabbat Shalom.